lazy. I copy this so I can just get all the variable fields. Okay, so this one is inactive anyway. So you wanted to set one up if they book for an event, a ticket. Okay, so there's the reminder now, the profile. Then you can click on the pencil, you go create new reminder. Okay, and what is your reminder that you want to set up? Let me just go to your email.
Want to set one for the showcase a week before the showcase and a day before.
Okay, to remind them they've got the showcase.
Yes.
So you can come and change the descriptions and stuff here. Okay.
Okay, no problem. I'll do that.
Then the time trigger is before the event starts.
Yes.
It works in hours, so 24 times 7 is 168. Okay. It will be an invoice status because if they book online, it automatically makes an invoice status.
Okay.
They're not going to pay, so there's no value triggers. Okay. You're not going to change the status. You don't want to remind yourself because it will send all the reminders to you as well if you tick mail user.
Okay.
You want to mail the customer. You don't worry to include the invoice because there's no costs on.
Yes.
And you put a message in the mail.
Okay.
And you say, dear Hendriette Krause, thank you for booking. And the event name is going to be in here.
Okay.
On, you can just put the start date because there's no end date there. Okay.
Yes.
For any questions, and you can come and change this what you want to say to them.
Okay.
Please remember the showcase is on. If you've got a nice message that you want to add in here, you can come and add it in here.
Okay. Okay.
Send your reminder. I'm going to make it inactive for now. Otherwise, if there's something running, it will start running. And there's your reminder. So 7 days before,
yes,
the system will automatically send them a showcase reminder. And it's in invoice status and it will mail the customer. It won't include the invoice because there's no costs involved.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
That's how easy it is.
Yeah.
It's not
easy.
Train massive thing that you have to do. It's just that I'm going to make it inactive for now. Okay. Right. But you can, once you want to start using it, you can just go and make it active, pencil and a reminder. Then how we trigger it, how will we know what is the event CRM? We trigger it by a revenue group.
Okay.
So you can either put it under marketplace tickets, ticket meeting, or do you want to create their own revenue group for Expo?
That's okay. Yeah. I think it should be different because
Expo revenue group. Will that be okay?
Yeah, it will be fine.
Okay. So now all you're telling the system is use the CRM profile if somebody books under that revenue group.
Okay.
Okay, but what is your and what feedback must the system use when somebody books a ticket? So let's just quickly go and see what is your default set up if somebody buys a ticket.
Okay.
Okay, so currently, if somebody buys a ticket, we call them tickets for meeting. So we can change it to Expo Revenue Group because you don't run other tickets from here.
No, but we want to, because this year we're doing things a little bit different. We are also selling 20 prime spots where people can book photo booth.
Oh, okay.
Not photo booth, man, booth for the showcase. So I think we are going to create tickets here.
Yeah. So leave it under Expo Group.
Okay.
Then the revenue is going to go in there, and let's make your default that ticket group.
Okay.
So meaning if they go on the online link and they click here on the ticket link and they book their tickets or their booth or whatever, then it will automatically fall under that revenue, even if there's an amount that needs to be paid. Okay. And then all your bookings will automatically start with that revenue group, and it means we've triggered it now, and we said for the event tickets, for the CRM, okay, before the event start, 168 hours, remind the customer of the event. So you can just come and change the messages here. This is your subject in your email.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can do anything you want there as well, but it's your subject in your email, and then mail the customer, and this will go out to them.
Okay.
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 Then all you need to do next is to say this revenue group uses this profile.
Okay.
And then if you want feedback for it, certain feedback questions, you will highlight the feedback questions here. So let's quickly go to feedback profiles, and you say for the Expo feedback, I want to ask the following questions.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
And you say, how would you rate the overall visit to the Expo? Okay? And then what other question?
Usually complain about registration. So maybe we should also ask something like that.
Yeah.
How they rate this year's registration.
You write the new registration format.
Yes.
Okay. And then maybe we can ask how likely would you attend this event again? Okay. And you can come and change it, ne?
Yes. Okay.
So,
yes, I will.
Yeah, don't do more than 3. So you just go when you set up feedback, click on the pencil, and you can change the questions. Okay.
All right.
Now I go back to CRM, revenue groups, and for my Expo, I say use this CRM profile and use this Expo feedback questions.
Okay.
Okay. And then as soon as you set up the ticket and you start getting bookings, 12 hours after departure, the feedback will start running to everybody that attended.
Okay. That's great. Yes.
So that's easy. And then meetings is not possible on Kitabi, but we can look into the activity functionality to book a time slot. So what you wanted to do is you wanted to make time slots available for meetings.
Yes, like we do it in Indaba, where you can set up a meeting with maybe an exhibitor or anyone who's going to be attending the showcase.
Yeah.
So
you see, with our activity solution,
yes,
I'm going to show you how it works.
Come.
So you've got a link, okay, and you can also link it under categories.
Yeah.
So you can have different categories here. They will click on the category they want, and they will come here. Available time slots will show invite. Let's just see if I've got a time slot somewhere. Okay. So that's the date. All the available time slots will show in white. And I'll select the time slot. You will have a duration here. If there's a price involved or 0, and then you'll have information about the activity.
Okay, so it's like I need to put all the exhibitors here and see what time they'll be available.
So you can add them under a category. So let's say software, point of sale, food, venues,
yes.
And you can put it under categories. And then you can call the name of the activity, book your appointment, or book your 1-hour appointment, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they come here, and that suppliers will give you days. Okay? But now I will book here, I will select the time slot. But do you see, I can't say anywhere, I want to meet with Henriette.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Do you see? That's where the catch is. So, and this is add-on extras if they want to. But you can't say, I would like to meet with Henriette. I can book a time slot at 0, but I can't name the person that I want or the company that I want to meet with.
Okay, I see.
So that's what I tried to explain to Susan. And I said, no, I'll rather show you. So that won't really work.
I think not the way she wants to. Yeah, not the way she wants to.
Because she wants a name, and then a specific company, and then she wants a name, who you're going to meet with, everything, and then she wants to put it in a calendar.
Yes. No, what you want.
No.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, even the tickets, you know, if you say make a ticket and say make an appointment with Q2B, make an appointment with whoever else, okay? And then they can book that ticket, and I can book that time slot or that ticket, but then you guys are still going to have to remind the supplier, and you have to come to me and say, listen, these are your tickets booked for meetings.
Yeah, it's going to take longer.
Yeah. So there's a few free apps in Tommy.
Yes. Okay.
Do you use ChatGPT?
I do. I'll ask her.
Yeah, ask ChatGPT. You're looking for a calendar app, and then maybe you can set it up there where they can say who they want to meet with, the time slot, etc. Because I know the salons I'm using are using Booksy, but they don't have a free option.
Okay.
So you can actually select the date, the time, who's the therapist you wanted, and then they send an SMS to confirm. But there's an amount for per month that you have to sign up with. Okay. But I'm sure if you ask ChatGPT, then it will be able to do that for you. And then maybe asking Chat calendar where a client can book a time slot for meeting, and it will place it in their calendar.
Okay, no, I'll do that.
So check because I don't think this will work.
No, it won't. Not the way that Susan has envisioned.
Yes.
Yeah, it will not, because I think we need to make a number of changes for the showcase. We cannot be sitting in one place.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just find that we need people to use Q2B for RSVPing instead of us using a database that's gonna take us hours sending out confirmations. It's just tedious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah. So let me stop this recording now, so that won't be that too long.
Okay, thanks a lot.
I'll upload it for you, and then I'll share it to you.
Okay.
So